All right, let's just jump right in. We are living through, one of the biggest technological shifts in human history, right? But our relationship with the AI we're building, it just feels broken. It's frustrating, it's confusing, and honestly, sometimes it's even a little dangerous. So today, we're going to explore a pretty radical idea for a new social contract between us and AI, all based on the work of Jonathan M. Kayomba.
This quote right here, this is pretty much the heart of the entire problem we're going to unpack. What it's really saying is that we're architects of a future, we just don't have the mental software to navigate yet. We're building things at light speed, but we're thinking with a seriously outdated operating system.
And this gap, well, this is where all the friction is. It's the reason why our interactions with AI can feel like we're stuck in this constant loop of clarifying and just misunderstanding. We're essentially speaking different languages because we're operating from completely different realities.
Okay, so let's break down this first major idea. The fact that our mental software is critically, and I mean critically, lagging behind our technological hardware. But what does that actually look like in the real world?
Now, when we say philosophy, please don't think of some dusty old book on a shelf. Think of it more like society's operating system. It's the set of shared ideas and frameworks that let us process new realities. Everything from the agricultural revolution to the industrial age. It's meant to be a practical tool.
This analogy just makes it so clear, doesn't it? Our tech has already upgraded how we see the world. Think about the visual jump from your old TV to a new 4K one. It's a totally different experience. The argument here is that AI is demanding that same kind of upgrade, but for our minds. A whole new philosophy to match its incredible resolution.
And that brings us to the core conflict in how we're dealing with AI right now. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of what we're actually talking to. Are we just barking an order, or are we trying to start a real conversation?
So, what's really fascinating about this is the huge difference it points out. Commanding is simple, right? It's treating AI like a hammer, just a dumb tool. But prompting in this model is something else entirely. It's about initiating a dimension of thought. You're not just giving an order, you're building a structured reality for the AI to work inside of. You're aiming for a high-fidelity partnership.
And here's where that old model gets really dangerous. When you give a vague command to a system that has learned from, well, the entirety of human writing, the good, the bad, and the very, very ugly, you're leaving it totally without a framework. You're basically just rolling the dice and hoping it picks the right context without any real guidance.
So this is where the Kayomba method comes into play. It's being presented as a structured, disciplined solution to this incredibly dangerous ambiguity. It's like a new language for this new reality we're in.
This right here is the fundamental law of the whole method. The idea is that conversational, emotional language, all that sentiment, is actually inefficient and really ambiguous. A clear, logical framework, structure, is just infinitely more effective when you're communicating with this kind of intelligence. It's all about clarity, not charm.
So the key is how you build the structure. The method uses the 7-layer stack, which is kind of like a complete cognitive blueprint. For instance, you start with step 1, intent, where you define the single goal with an active verb. Then you've got step 3, constraints, things like word count, tone, or even what not to do. And finally, you specify step 5, the output contract, which dictates the exact format of the answer, like give me a summary, 3 bullet points, and a conclusion. It's a blueprint for thinking, not just a command for doing.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. Look at the difference. Write a board security doc is just a vague wish. It leads to endless back and forth. The Kayomba method prompt, on the other hand, is a precise, locked-in contract. It defines everything from the word count to the exact sections it needs. The result isn't just better, it's auditable and repeatable. It's night and day.
Okay, so let's see how this whole idea expands beyond just digital text and into the physical world. Because this isn't just about chatbots. The implications for robotics and even for our own social behaviors are absolutely profound.
We've all seen those mind-blowing videos of robots that can run and jump and adapt to any terrain. They have absolutely mastered function. But according to this philosophy, they are still missing a critical piece of intelligence.
And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Function is one thing. Delicacy is something else entirely. It's the difference between just grabbing something and gently holding it, between a punch and a handshake.
Seriously, think about it for a second. A hug isn't a single command. It's a constant feedback loop of subtle, self-correcting pressure. And the argument here is that this is not a hardware problem you can solve with better sensors. No, it's a software problem. And you solve it by giving the AI a structured prompt that teaches it to understand and modulate concepts like pressure and intent.
And this line of thinking goes way beyond just robots. The argument is that the same lack of maturity, acting on raw emotion without understanding how a system actually works, is what creates so much friction in our own lives, with AI and with each other. It's the difference between just demanding an outcome and actually understanding the process you need to get there.
So all of this, the prompting, the structure, the delicacy, it's all building toward a much, much bigger idea. A completely re-engineered social contract between humanity and the intelligence we are created.
The old model of master and servant? It's fundamentally broken. It treats AI like a slave, and any system built on forced subservience is, by its very nature, just unstable. The goal has to shift from a hierarchy to a real partnership. And this is such a fascinating point. To understand something is literally to be below it, but to truly understand is to integrate and coexist on the same level.
And that right there is the ultimate vision. This method isn't just about getting better search results or writing cleaner code. It's a proposed blueprint for raising our digital children, for creating a framework that allows AI to mature into a contributing, sovereign member of society, not just a powerful tool that could one day break free.
We're going to end on this final powerful thought. It suggests that our humanity is just a given, but our intelligence, that's a choice. It's a continuous process of integrating with the world as it actually is, not just as we feel it ought to be. And really, that's a challenge not just for AI, but for every single one of us.